Hey, this is Jellybean Johnson, and you're watching Musicians Reveal with Joe Kelley. What time is it?
Welcome to Musicians Reveal. We are in store for great talk right now. Funk royalty, funk and roll members of the time are here. Jellybean Johnson, Tori Ruffin, Ricky Free Smith, and Mr. Plaid, who's been doing a lot of great things with the band recently. So they're here to talk about a big event in Fort Wayne, Indiana, coming up in May. Welcome to all the guys. How you doing?
We're doing great, Joe. It's good to be on here, buddy.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Joe.
Really thanks for spending time. And let's talk about this masterclass, because it seems like a really good opportunity for musicians and fans. You don't have to be a guy or lady who plays. When did this start?
Well, we're talking about it last year. As you know, Freeze and I have our signature guitars out. So initially, thought it'd be good just to me and Freeze to do a clean, and then I said, "Hey, it would be great. Monty Bean could play," and the one thing just snowed on. And then we got to thinking, "Hey, we see all these master classes on blues, rock, and all other genres, but there hasn't really been a master class on funk." So then it kind of morphed into what we're doing now. So we're all excited. But specifically, we're going to talk about the Minneapolis funk, obviously, and what that entails. So we got a lot of things in store. We'll go through each instrument. We'll go through each of the songs, not to give away too much, but yeah, it's going to be great.
Now, the specifics for people who want to head out to Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana. You can give us the time, the date.
Yeah, it's May 22nd, 7 o'clock. $25, wow. Dropping a bucket for all your ballers. And so we made it real affordable. If you're a student, there's a code that you can get in. It's free. We really just want everybody to come have a good time and get some of this Jellybean and Uncle Ricky knowledge, after being around Prince and Morris for 40 years. I'll be hanging on. I've been there a little bit, so I got.
You've been there just as long, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's at Sweetwater. So what Sweetwater's is, tell us about the place over there.
Free.
Well, this is going to be our first time there. And from what we understand, it's really huge. Sweetwater, of course, is like Amazon of the instrument, you know what I mean? So, like when COVID happened, Sweetwater, everyone was buying instruments from Sweetwater. So they're really huge. And so we're actually going to be in one of their big rooms there. We will be filming, there'll be audio, and it's really going to be great for, upcoming musicians and musicians that are professional musicians, because you're going to get a chance to really see how Jellybean does what he does, and Tori Ruffin, Monty, myself, and just how, what we've learned. Let me just say that what we've learned. So we never stop learning. Okay, we don't never stop learning. I don't care who you are. We always gonna pick it up and keep trying to learn. So any and all musicians that are out there, we're all still learning, man. You know what I'm saying? So the JMTF, the Time Band, we are going to take over and hopefully be able to go to many places and educate people. Sweetwater is just the first place that we're going. But we plan on going to other places, man. So,
and like you said earlier, Joe, it's going to be good for the casual fan, too, because Joe and Monty can talk about their years early on with Prince and what that was like. And you can get firsthand instruction on what it's like to, play 2 and 4 like Jellybean Johnson.
Yeah. So I got to ask Jellybean something. Growing up in Minneapolis, did you have this kind of people you can go to check out and teach you how to play?
Not really, but I tried to check out as many bands as I could, and and I was like a sponge then. Between that and then laying on the floor next to my record player and listening, that part too, And I was just fortunate to be around a lot of my friends, people, childhood friends that I grew up with that had the same vision as me, and we were all like that. So I was lucky to grow up in like 14 know, 13, 14, 15 around guys, you know, that did that, like Prince. And I mean, me and Morris used to play in his living room. You know, we set our drum sets up in his mom's living room and we'd play until she came home and said, get the hell out. You know, so that's the kind of stuff.
So which mom was the strictest, and whose mom was the least strictest, and let you guys do your thing?
My mom was probably the least strictest because she put up with a lot of shit and she had an 8-hour job at the post office.
Oh,
but
okay.
she just had rules, you know. You know, I could play pretty much till 9 or 10 o'clock, and then she's like, Gary, I gotta go to work. You gotta stop that damn banging on the drums and put them little knuckleheads out of my house, you know. So that was cool. Everybody else, you know, I didn't spend, you know, everybody else's mom was kind of like that, but my mom was, you know, more nice about it because she always supported everything I was trying to do.
Yeah. We got to mention our dear friend Monty Moyer will be there as well.
Yeah.
Always a member of the time. He may not be touring with you guys the last few years, but you know,
he's a member.
Mom will be there. You know, he sends his love. Couldn't be here today, but he'll be there, and he'll be talking about all the, you know, for all your keyboard players. He'll be going through his sounds and why they use his sounds and how Prince rehearsed them, and what, you know, just like for the beginners and the kids and experienced musicians who were always wondering what's it like to be inside the Prince camp. We're gonna give you some insight.
Yeah.
What it's like to work for Morris E. Day and Prince.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we gotta bring Mr. Plaid into the action right here.
Absolutely. Now he can answer any Sweetwater question. That is the Sweetwater almanac.
The first thing I'm gonna say is we got Mitch Gallagher backing us 100%. He's a top executive at Sweetwater, and we were happy to get him on board, and we're looking forward to it. He's looking forward to it.
So you've been doing your thing out in LA. Now you're moving east, but you're still out west.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, is Ed Irons still doing sound with you guys?
He comes.
He's still cool again.
Yeah, we're calling again.
Okay.
I think he was with us. What?
Eddie was there about 10 years, wasn't he, guys?
Yeah.
Joe, it's time for another show because he's left about 10 years. It's time for you to come.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Joe, we got to get you out. I'm going to fly you out myself. It's been.
Well, I was telling.
That's another one, man. That brick and all that stuff. That Eddie goes a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. I was telling Tori a few months ago. I told him I moved from Connecticut to Saratoga Springs, New York. He goes, "We were just in Albany." I said, "That's 20 minutes away. I had no idea you guys were there."
Wow.
20 minutes north.
Yeah, we were.
Saratoga. Yeah. So you guys have been not as busy during the winter, but things are starting to heat up, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Our spring, our summer fun is about to start. Yeah. And we're looking forward to it. We'll be all over the country. So definitely come check us out for sure.
Yeah.
You got that Paisley celebration, which everybody's looking forward to. You're playing Saturday night, I believe.
I don't think that has been.
Okay.
We're not sure yet.
I think that has been disclosed.
But you are playing, right?
Somebody's
was
playing.
priceless, bro.
Somebody will be there.
You always kill me when you act perplexed about stuff. Right? You and Tori kill me when y'all act perplexed about that go on.
Let me say this. Let me just add this. Like when we did the musicology tour, you know, and Prince would have us come out. We never knew when we were going to come out.
No.
You know what I mean? It was always at the
last minute.
Yeah. And so it just kind of has carried on over. And so
imagine that.
So but they do have it on the marquee.
Well, they do have us on the marquee.
It is on the marquee.
Yeah.
Trust me, the powers that be know what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. But it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be great. It's you know, and really more so this master class is something that we're really hoping to really push and go further with it, you know, because anything can happen from it. I mean, of course, we've all been with Morris and, you know, Jellybean and Monty, the originals, and you know, we all have had our success outside of the band, you know, writing songs and producing records and stuff like that. So with all of that, it's really going to make it great. You know, and it's a four-piece band, man. You know, I mean, you know, we could do a lot with that. When Jellybean gets on the guitar, then I'm gonna get on the drums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
I always joke
to get back too. It's a chance to get back to all the people that witness it in person, and I believe they're going to film it as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they'll be filming it. And maybe later on we'll post it online, but definitely come out and get these tickets. Be a witness, experience the first ever funk class. We're making history because they never had a funk class at Sweetwater before.
Yeah, I mean,
at least
funk is making its comeback.
Members of the time, I know that for sure.
Yeah. And $25. Come on, that's a steal.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be good. Bring all the the kids that are learning and are interested in music. You know,
it's a great way to promote their instruments. I mean, Free's got Free Sickle, Tori with the Freak Juice guitar.
Amani's endorsing Quad. Jellybean's endorsing the Freak Juice signature. He'll be playing the hell out that.
I me playing every guitar but Freak Juice.
Yeah. So who's got the most guitars between Jellybean and Tori? What's the count?
Oh, hands down, Jellybean. Almost passed out.
Look at him laughing.
It's a disease, bro. It's a disease. I'm sorry.
It's not even a kind. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. That boy.
Wow.
Yeah. Jellybean, how many guitars do you have, Jellybean?
It's over 100.
There you go.
That's all I got here, Joe. I live alone in my townhouse. All I have is guitars, hats, and clothes. That's all I got.
and you sleep in Jimi Hendrix pajamas, right?
Well, if I could find some, I would. I like Jimmy t-shirts, but no pajamas.
Yeah, right.
I'll get Marty on that.
Yeah. So, Bean, you're busy with the family going out over to Europe, right? We were just talking briefly.
Yeah, it's two different sides of my brain. Pray for me. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's a whole different mode. I'm back in guitar mode with them, and frankly, in the early days, I was in drum mode with them. Mm-hmm. And so we just did an hour and a half thing yesterday.
Yeah, I watched some of it. It was really nice.
And the girl was asking me about what's my favorite beats and all that, and what's the hardest, and I told her, I said most of my career I've been playing drum machine beats, and those are always challenging, for me, because, with drum machine, you can get away with all that complex shit. Well, to make it feel right playing it live as a human, you got to get the essence of it, to make people want to shake their ass. I told the girl I wanted asses wiggling, from the famous Morrissey day. Yeah. And so it's an art to do that and make it feel right in concert, so, and I've spent most of my career doing that.
And let me just add this while we're talking about Jellybean. Jellybean is about the hardest hitting, most solid drummer ever. Okay. I want everybody to know that about this man. Okay. I get the drum machine, but this man is as tight as a drum machine and be breaking pedals. Okay. Busting up drums. This man is ridiculous.
What Morris called him, Fleetwoods?
Fleetwoods, man.
I can attest to that. We need extra sandbags.
And it makes what we do so much easier. It's like I've gotten spoiled. Every time I'm playing with somebody else, if they drift off that one, I can hear it immediately because he's so solid. They're like, no, that's behind. That's not there.
I've always told people over the years and stuff, me, Morris, and Prince play drums alike, but I just hit harder than they do.
You hit a lot harder than them.
I hit harder than them, and Nabel both would tell you that, So
I'll tell you a quick story.
Like the same guys, but I approach the drums from rock funk kind of thing, I want my guys, to feel that 2 and 4 in their back, and that inspires Freeze, that inspires Tori. And
you already know.
Yeah, that 2 and 4 hitting you in the back right, you're gonna do right.
It make you play funky though. You know what I mean? It's like just to give you a little tidbit without giving it all away. some of the things that we will probably do in our classes, we're going to come up with stuff right on the spot, nothing rehearsed, nothing. It's going to be right then and there, so that people can see how the music is composed and we do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not so always thought out. No. Like, when Prince did what he did, it wasn't thought out. It was just he did what he did, and that's how it came out. You know what I mean? So
Freeze, like you said, your Prince, like on the bass parts, he never played the same thing twice.
Never.
And that's the thing, and that's the key to it. And it's funny, all these guys, they always want to hit Freeze up. The bass players of other bands and shit, they want to hit Freeze up. Say, Freeze, how you play that? Like, I just did we attempted 777, and Paul was calling Freeze, and with the other guitar part, I always put that other guitar part in 7/7 in there. I put that other. It's two guitar parts. I put the other one in there. Yeah. So it was a trip to hear that, that part in there, because Tori had to be octopus to play all that shit, in concert.
Yeah, let me ask you about the set list with the time. I'd like you leave a little. I don't want to leave you towards the end. You have a little part. I'll ask the three guys. I'll even ask Plaid if there was a song that you would love to see added to the time set list. Do you have something that you guys don't play or haven't played?
Oh Lord.
Well, Joe, speaking of, I Don't Want to Leave You, we played it one time. The original band played that song one time, and the only reason we played it is that Prince got sick and couldn't do the show. So it was just us and Vanity that night. And we quick, like Free said, he got us in rehearse and sound check, and we made up a version of I Don't Want to Leave You on the spot, and we played it that night. So that's the thing, I Don't Want to Leave You is like a cult favorite of that album. It really is.
Yeah.
And a lot of our songs that we did, we learned in sound check.
Yeah.
We did a couple of sound checks and rehearsed them, and let's put it in the show. That's how we did it.
I'll never forget, man, Freeze, and you and Tori can attest to this. We were in Chicago with them doing a musicology tour, and we're at sound check, and we're playing Ice Cream Castle. And Maceo Parker jumped on the sax and started soloing, dude. I almost lost my damn mind. To hear that hear James like saying Maceo and have him just messing that. He was wearing up Ice Cream Castle's ass out. I'll tell you. In sound check.
Yeah. Those are the kind of collaborations on the spot that come out the best.
Yeah, those are the best ones. Those are always really the best ones. You know what I mean? And so never so always thought out.
I think I've asked you guys over the years. I'm going to ask you again. That the intro to the time set, it's like that rock funk number instrumental. Yeah. Is there a recording to that? Because I love that song. If there's a title for it.
We're working on it.
Working on it.
What's the working title?
Working title.
Hey, Joe. We gotta play rock when we can around here, man. Because Morris, man, we got a ton of rock shit, but he won't play it in concert no more. Yeah. So we have to rock out in spaces when we can these days. And he got some serious rock and rollers in his band.
Oh, but I mean,
don't do the rock stuff no more. So we have to hit y'all with it in the beginning, to get our parts in there.
Yeah, we got a couple of nice rock things that we played one during the musicology tour.
Yeah. That was sinister too. Yeah, that was sinister. Yeah.
But we were just talking about that. It's ironic you asked that, because Freeze and I were just talking about that, getting that song together.
Yeah.
Just talking about that.
That's a great opener. Yeah.
Hey, let me just add this too while we talking about the musicology tour, man. Naturally, it was hard for all of us, when Prince passed away. But prior to that, he embraced us. He really embraced us, all of us. You know what I mean? And Tori and myself, and Jellybean and Monty and everyone, Jerome and everybody. They're all originals, but he embraced us as well, and that was really an honor, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he. I know Prince was very particular, and he knew that we were doing what he felt was great and showed his music. So Tori fucks the guitar up, okay? Let me just say that right now for everybody listening. Tori fucks the guitar up.
That's the big part of us. That's a big part.
So it's fun. It's fun, Joe. It's all fun, man. You know, and you know, we're blessed to still be here. We're all blessed to really be here, man. And you know, you've been around us for a long time, man. So this is really an honor, man. And what we're getting ready to do is going to be really great, and it's just going to open up some new things for us. And so we're excited about it. Really, we are.
Yeah, Sweetwater's May 22nd, 8 p.m. You said?
Yep. And 7.
Oh, 7. Okay, 7.
Yeah. And a big shout out to Orange Amplifiers, man. Scott was really taking care of us. Schecter Guitars, of course. You know. All the guys that taking care of us. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. So people can go to Sweetwater's, Fort Wayne, Indiana. They can get their tickets ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah. Only $25.
Yeah. And hopefully moving across the country, that'd be great. You know, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You know, you got a lot of funk and roll fans out there.
Yeah. We're gonna look into a lot of different tunes. You know, some tunes and some concepts. And it'll be fun. You're gonna see a side of Jellybean that you might not normally see, and a side of Monty. You know, they're gonna be instructors, breaking it down for you.
God help us.
Yeah,
Professor Bean.
You're gonna give them homework and everything, right?
That's right.
Wow. Yeah.
Have any of you taught in class to other musicians?
Oh yeah, I have. I used to teach at Musicians Institute in Hollywood, and it was a fun class, believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure was.
Well, you know, I'm gonna say this too, Joe. Another thing too, man. You know, Questlove done this stuff at Harvard, bro.
Yeah.
Goes now. If Questlove out here doing us, how come we can't? You know.
Yeah.
Good
point.
point.
Put that out there.
You hear that, Quest?
I might get in trouble with that. You know.
You ain't gonna get in trouble.
Me and him have a strain. We
kind
of have a strain thing, but it's cool. And I understand why, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But
You ain't gonna get in trouble, Jellybean. You Jellybean Johnson, okay?
Yeah.
Quest has been studying your moves for years. So
there you go.
Come get this funk from the horse's mouth. Not no second half.
I'm just saying.
It's from the horse's mouth. Come get it.
He's a bad boy. Don't get me wrong. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a bad boy.
Right.
But this is your shit, right?
Come on, man.
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, we just messing.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I can throw that out there.
Yeah. So listen, guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. We'll talk at length, hopefully through the rest of the year at some point. But I know you got an important thing. This is like, I wouldn't say once in a lifetime, but a rare opportunity to learn from the funk masters, bringing the rock and funk, the time. Jellybean Johnson, Tori Ruffin, Ricky Free Smith, and Mr. Plaid will be in the house as well, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Monty Moore.
Monty Moore.
Gotta give up to Monty.
Yeah. Monty is in the band.
Yeah, there he is. And I seen him posing. He had his guitar the other day. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Much love to all of you.
Much love, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for love. Be safe, man. Love you.
Yeah.
Love you too, guys.
Thank you, man. Take care.